Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to make a quick video about how I made the jump from a geospatial technician to a software developer. So I've always been interested in computers and computer science. I studied it in college for a semester and wasn't doing well, so I decided to drop it. Sort of was undeclared for a while and then got into geography and found GIS. And that was sort of the perfect blend of IT and computers that I wanted, and I enjoyed it a lot. I actually graduated with a degree in environmental science, and within that degree had a few GIS courses, and that's where I picked up the GIS skills. So after I graduated in 2014 from college. It took a few months to find a job, but I found a job working for a defense contractor doing geospatial. I was a technician, so I was basically just editing lines and digitizing stuff, and it was pretty boring, monotonous work. I stayed there for a little bit over a year and was still looking for GIS jobs because that was sort of the leverage that I had. Was just I don't like how the camera like auto focuses every time I move, so I'm gonna go back slowly. Um, the GIS was like the leverage that I had at that time. So I was really pushing that. That was what I was filling my resume up with, everything GIS, and I also had a website, a personal website I made. And I was applying for geospatial jobs. So I found a job as a geospatial analyst, and this job was a little bit different. It was not digitizing, it was more processing imagery. Um, the first shop that I worked at, the geospatial technician job, that was all ARC stuff. Second job was all open source, so I was exposed to QGIS and GR, OGR, and we didn't use ARC at all, or maybe a few computers had the license for it, but our main workflow wasn't ARC. So it was good to learn both those things. I stayed at that job for about a year and a half, and then at that job, I really beefed up my scripting skills. So at the first geospatial technician job, I was using Python a little bit, ArcPy in particular, but those computers were locked down. You know, I couldn't mess around with anything. The only thing I think I was authorized to install was Google Chrome without going through a bunch of hoops. So I didn't learn much at that place. I learned some, but not a lot. Um, I learned the basics of Python, I guess, but not really how to do anything useful with it. So fast forward to the second job, we had a lot more freedom at this job, and I had time to play with scripts and make things, and just I had, just they gave me more freedom and leeway. So I learned a lot at that job. I learned a lot of scripting. I made useful scripts that a lot of people used, or not a lot. I mean, I used them. Some other people might have used them, but they were useful to me, and I learned a lot. And at that point, I was feeling really confident with my scripting skills and just programming skills in general. And I wanted to see, if I could try to find a junior developer job, um, because I knew I had the logic down. I thought I knew enough to get a junior job. So I started out looking for either Python developer jobs or junior web developer jobs, because I think I mentioned it earlier, I had a little bit of history with HTML and just websites and hosting websites from like late high school, early college. That was a hobby. So I wanted to sort of blend the two. So I made this was before I graduated college. I made a website that was my portfolio, and it had my resume on it and all my projects, all my GIS projects that I did. And that website's still up now. I really think that helped me get my first job. So if you're looking to figure out how to get your first GIS job, just make a simple website and talk about that in the interview, and that'll work most likely. So yeah, going back to the job search, it was Python jobs or web developer jobs. So I was looking for a long time, sort of just passively while I was at work. Just kept applying, taking interviews, getting rejected. I probably got rejected like 15 times. Went to probably like 6 in person and didn't do well, or they just didn't call me back. And then I finally a guy called me and offered me a job, or offered me for an interview. And I went in and everything was fine. It was really casual. And I got hired, and now I'm a software developer. And it was that simple. I'm still very junior level, still stuff's hard. I'm still learning. It's stressful, it's hard, but it's definitely doable, and I'm happy I made the choice. and I wish there were videos like this with other people, especially in GIS. Like I posted on the GIS subreddit on Reddit a lot, just asking questions. So really, I think the skill is you just have to show that you're technical, and the best way to do that is with a website, especially with AWS today. Just spin something up on there and host it on AWS, and then you can talk about that. Uh, I think that's what they want to hear. So I've been at my current job now for about a year, learning a lot of front-end web development, React, a lot of AWS. I got the 3 certifications. Um, Dabbling a little bit with big data and Hadoop, just very little bit, and that also entails Java. So I still use Python, so I still write everything I know in Python first, just because I can get it done quicker and get the logic down, and then I sort of convert it to JavaScript. That's what I've been doing lately. But yeah, just thought I'd share this video. So that's the process. It was probably a 3 or 4 year process. As far as learning Python in the beginning, I was watching a lot of YouTube tutorials, just like the ones I'm making. Most notably, the New Boston, Bucky. He's a great teacher. Thank you, Bucky, for all those videos you made. Centex was a good one. Bucky, who else? Traversing Media. Not so much for the Python, but this new job, actually, he's helping me out with the front-end web developer JavaScript stuff. And yeah, just Reddit. There's a lot of information on there, so a lot of resources out there. I think there's something to be said for self-taught developers, just because it sort of shows that you have the initiative to go out and learn yourself. You don't have to be told how to study or what to study or where to study or when to study. It's all up to you. So if you're motivated and you want to learn, you can learn just as much as you would learn in college. Yeah, so I just wanted to touch on this subject. Maybe if this gets some good reviews, I can go into further detail about the 2 GIS jobs I had, what they were like, and offer some advice. But if you guys have any comments or anything, just leave them below, and I'll try to make a video about it or comment and help. I want to try to use this new webcam I got more, so just ask some questions. All right, later.